show you this Fabian windows. Fabian socialists, England, early 19th century. This is not H.G. Wells, but what was his name? Joe? What was this? Not H.G. Wells, but George Bernard Shaw. George Bernard Shaw is here in the window, and he is got the world, and it's hot, and it's on an anvil, and they are starting to hammer it. They're going to remold the world nearer to the heart's desire. These guys are connected right directly to the American progressive movement, early 1900s, and they are, I mean, this is everything you need to know about the progressives. What they do is they have to put the world into a fire so they can hammer it and reshape it. The fire, you're seeing the literal fires now. When you put it in the world to make it hot, what you have to do is you have to stir it all up. Then you got to hammer it. What are they hammering it with? They're hammering it right now with debt. Just pounding and pounding and pounding. Remember, with all this debt, well, we need to have a new global financial order. And what does the world look like closer to their desire? United Nations, or a new world order, or global governance, state capitalism. China, we used to call it communism. Now they just call it state capitalism. Look, America, I want to talk to you a little bit about your choice here. Which America do you want? I think, you know, last night I was talking about George Soros, and I made him into Mr. Potter, an old, frustrated old man. And I was thinking about It's a Wonderful Life, and I think it's the perfect example. You probably remember it from the movie, the small, idyllic town of Bedford Falls. It was a great little town. But the other side of the story was Pottersville. Same town, same people. Just something was different. One thing was different. The Jimmy Stewart character. The guy who just believed that people were good. The other side, when he was gone, the other was the Soros character. I know better than you. You remember what happened? Remember, he didn't think that he was going to go out and he was going to, you know, create great things and do amazing things. And then the recession hit, and there was a run on the bank. You remember this guy? Remember this guy? And they came into the bank, and Jimmy Stewart, now, how much do you need just to hold you over? How much do you need? And he's like, I have $42.71. Do you remember whatever it was? This is us now. This is where we're at. We're at this cage, and we're deciding who we are. So what is the lesson from the film? What makes Potterville possible is the absence of one man. The one man who thought he accomplished nothing. George Bailey wanted to travel the world, build big buildings. He never did, because he was always putting others ahead of himself. And he viewed himself as a failure, but he didn't realize all of the things that he had done and changed. He changed the whole town. This is one of my favorite movies, and one of my favorite directors. Frank Capra. He did Why We Fight. He did Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. And all of them. This one was viewed as a bomb when it came out. I mean, it did nothing in the box office at all. And it was wildly, wildly panned by critics. Why? It's so silly. America isn't really like that. Really? This is the choice. This is the choice. They said the same thing about Frank Capra's Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. This is the choice. Are we in a country that is like Pottersville? Or are we Bedford Falls? I am here to tell you they were wrong. The same elites that are saying it today were wrong back then, and they are wrong now.